Hello, everybody. My name is Kazia Elena Korutuhire, and I am a creative rooting for creatives. I love God, I love business, I love creativity, and I love love. And so this week I want us to talk about something that I promise we'll talk about. I promise we'll talk about some of the challenges that creatives face. I want us to start by talking about something that's key, because anything that's an outer work starts with an inner work. So before we even learn how to be better creatives, we need to learn how to sort out our heart issues first. And so I want us to start by talking about identity and value. In my interactions with creatives, I find that identity and value is one of the things that comes up quite a lot. The reason why people underprice, the reason why creatives underprice is because they're struggling with the idea of their work being that valuable. The reason why they will take certain things like not getting their pay or getting not paid for a long time, delayed payments, the reason why they would think that, they can't even start to get a higher price usually is because they haven't seen that they have a lot of value to offer. And so we struggle with the perception of our value, and we struggle sometimes with the perception of how will the world see us, how will the world view us. That's a common thing that I have found in my own life and in my interactions with creatives. I will tell you a fact that I have underpriced several times. And so whenever that would happen, I would ask myself, but why do I do this? Why do I do this? Why did I do this? Why? And it stemmed from an inner issue. I'll tell you about a time when I did a project, an architectural project, and I felt like maybe I didn't have as much experience as other people in the market, so I didn't really price, and it also the project came through someone that I knew, and so I simply thought, okay, let me just do the work, and hopefully they'll see the value that I bring, and they'll give me the right price. Wow, up to this day I haven't been paid for that work, and I will tell you that I gave up on that. I gave up on that, but it was one of the many wake-up calls that I've had over the years that has made me ask myself, how can I solve that inner issue? Because ultimately, if I don't price a product, or if I underprice, or if I am willing to just take on anything that's given to me, that's because there's a problem inside, a perception of value. Okay, so I want to start with a very key John Maxwell quote. John Maxwell is a leadership guru, and there's a quote that he made in one of his books, where he said, you must see value in yourself to add value to yourself. You must see value in yourself for people to give you what your value is worth. You must see value in yourself. If you don't see value in yourself, no one else is going to see that value. And this is also another John Maxwell quote from 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. He says, if you put a small value on yourself, rest assured the world will not raise the price. When I read that, it really hit me. I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I thought the world will raise the price, but it won't, and so I have to see value in what I do. If I make an outfit, I have to see value in the outfit. I have to see that, okay, this is something that I want to present to the world, and that's something that I should get paid for. If I design a building, that's something that I should get paid for. It's the rightful value, because I put in a lot of time. I put in time in thought. I put in time in in doing the drawings. I put in time to bring out a product and a service and deliver a service of value. And so I need to value what I do. When I edit a book, I spend lots of hours reading and rereading that book. And so my time is valuable and my expertise are valuable. And so I just need to recognize that, and I need to value that. And when I value that, then I can tell the clients what I feel is the value, and then they can pay and see what I value. And usually when a client starts to complain about price, the thing that you shouldn't do is start to argue again about price as well. Start to negotiate on the basis of value. So tell them, I'm actually bringing a lot of value. This is the value that I bring. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do the other, I'm going to do that. And all of these things are going to add value to your project. They're going to help you better. And this is the value that I've put on this, on my time and on my services. So how can we, let's talk about some solutions. How can we increase our perception of value, of our value, and increase and improve our identity? First of all, check what you think about yourself. What do you think about yourself as a creative? If you think that as a creative you're important, you're going to actually project that. And so what do you think about yourself? Check the things that you think about yourself and start to believe that you actually have value. Then what do you say about yourself? That's the second thing. Check what you say about yourself. Say the right things to yourself. If you say affirming words to yourself, if you declare that you are of value and you have purpose and you have direction, that is also going to ooze out in your work, and it's going to be reflected in the work that you give the world and in the price that you give the world as well. And then the third thing is, what do you know about yourself? If you know certain things about yourself, it's very hard for people to come and convince you otherwise. So start to work on a higher level of self-awareness. If you can get to a higher level of self-awareness and know your strengths very well, you will be able to play to your strengths. To be able to do that, you can do lots of personality tests, strengths, Gallup strengths finder. You can do that test to find out your strengths. You can ask your friends, what am I strong at? What am I really good at? So that you can learn how to position your products and services in a way that that speaks to your strengths and that works on your strengths. Knowing your strengths also helps you when you want to delegate some work. Then you delegate the areas that are within your weaknesses. Of course, you understand those areas as well. Take the time to learn them and to understand them as well. But you can delegate those parts because you know that you can then take the time out of your schedule and focus on your strengths, and altogether build on your business and build on your entrepreneurship venture. So this is what I'm leaving you with. What do you think about yourself? What do you say about yourself? And what do you know about yourself? I want to leave you with those questions and those thoughts. And just if you forget everything else, don't forget this. If you don't raise your value, the world won't. So you have to do everything that you can to raise your value, first from the inside, and then it will project to the outside in the way you value your products and services, in the way you price, and in the way you look at the work that you give the world. All right, until next week, this is me, Kezia Elena Ikoru. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, turn on the notifications bell, the whole shebang. See you next week as we tackle another issue that creatives face, and we don't just talk about the challenges, but we talk about the solutions too. All right, bye bye.